Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat, the long-awaited debut of Smart Chat. Now, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, send me email, rate, comment, subscribe. I know I'm not the most consistent uploader, but I do have another channel, the Tom Brand 1. You'll also find me there. Now, this past Monday Night Raw, a lot of criticism, a lot of bashing towards CM Punk for his, finger quote, lack of disrespect for the memory of Paul Bearer. What he did is he interrupted The Undertaker's tribute to Paul Bearer and ultimately took the urn from The Undertaker. To make matters worse, finger quote, he also interrupted the birthday, the 90th birthday of Mae Young. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow marks of the wrestling community, the internet wrestling community, this is sure pure brilliance by CM Punk. We all know that he's a heel. He's a bad guy. His job is to get heat. And those two segments were perfect heel characteristics, perfect heel magnet. A lot of heat. People are hating this. I say no. Why? That is his job. Wrestling, remember, is not real. It's fake. This is all scripted. If Paul Bearer was around, you know that Paul Bearer's job, how he made his bread and butter for 15 years, is to make The Undertaker and Kane look like $1 million in that ring. This, what CM Punk did, furthers the storyline between Punk and Taker at WrestleMania. Makes it even more believable. Makes you think further, though you know it's not going to happen. At least I think that Punk will defeat Paul Bearer. Ask any old school wrestler, I think. That's obviously in good graces with the WWE, and they would agree. When you're able to garner heat as much as Punk is doing, you're doing something right. I don't think there's nothing wrong with what they did. Remember, it's a scripted show. CM Punk, Paul Bearer's family actually agreed to the angle. Undertaker agreed to the angle. And if you're wondering about Mae Young being disrespected, she actually did celebrate her 90th backstage, and also got her own Diva belt made in just with her name on it. This was all found on the WWE interactive app, or whatever app they have, what exactly it is, but it was behind the scenes. Kind of wants this whole angle, the heat that Punk has, kind of makes me go back to Muhammad Hassan. If you remember Muhammad Hassan, this is probably 6 or 7 years ago already at this point. Maybe if not more. He had perfect heat. So much heat that in essence what happened is that the media couldn't decipher fake from truth. The same media that said that wrestling is fake, which it is, they lost their sense of reality. Let me just backtrack. Let me give you a quick rundown. Muhammad Hassan. He was actually portrayed by an Italian man who dressed as an Arabic man rather. In his storyline with The Undertaker, Hassan had masked men attack the dead men in what looked to be nearly like a terrorist fashion. The problem was outside of WWE's control when critics brought a lot of heat onto the company after the London bombings took place right around or right before the airing of the actual act. This is, I think, ultimately what got him fired, or let go rather, because, they really didn't know what to do with him afterwards. The segment was taped with the regular SmackDown schedule Tuesdays, meaning that any relation to that London bombing was strictly coincidence. Hassan even came out, if you remember, YouTube it, and ripped a literal shoot on reporters who criticized him. Specifically, it was with Newsday. It was an absolute real shoot. Classic moment. And ultimately what happened is UPN, which carried SmackDown at the time, didn't want Hassan's controversial gimmick on the station anymore, which ultimately led to Hassan being released in a very controversial course of events. Imagine if Hassan was still around, he'd probably be champion by now, a few times. What a classic heel. Remember, this is the job of a heel. Especially with Paul Bearer, an old school guy. He would have loved this. He knows that it's for the better of the product. Let's not get all worked up about it. This, I think, once again adds more credibility to the Undertaker Punk storyline with just 3 weeks to go. So, all my information is found right after this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, leave me emails, follow me on Twitter, check out my other channel, and until next time, later marks.